everyone, Tallara here, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. We've returned to the Skyhold as we need to scout the Western Expanse before we head there to find the Grey Wardens. So before we do that, we're going to catch our breath and catch up with our companions. Specifically, I realized I have not actually talked to Cole since he appeared and basically helped save the day. Back when Haven was attacked, so we should probably do that. I feel kind of bad. I completely forgot to talk to Cole, but it's not my fault, because apparently, you know, we gotta look for him first, so he's making it difficult, so let's do that first. Cole! Where are you?
This thing is not a stray puppy you can make into a pet. It has no business being here.
Wouldn't you say the same of an apostate?
Inquisitor, I wondered if Cole was perhaps a mage, given his unusual abilities.
He can cause people to forget him, or even fail entirely to notice him. These are not the abilities of a mage. It seems that Cole is a spirit.
It is a demon.
If you prefer, although the truth is somewhat more complex.
I mean, from what I understand, demons and spirits are the exact same. He helped us.
Cole warned us about Corypheus at Haven. He saved a lot of lives.
And what will its help cost? How many lives will this demon later claim?
In fact, his nature is not so easily defined.
Speak plainly, Solas. What are we dealing with?
Demons normally enter this world by possessing something. In their true form, they look bizarre, monstrous.
But you claim Cole looks like a young man. Is it possession?
No. He has possessed nothing and no one. And yet he appears human in all respects.
Interesting.
Cole is unique.
Very unique.
More than that, he wishes to help. I suggest you allow him to do so.
So, yeah, how does he... Also, I love how I'm so tall that you cannot even see my face in this cutscene. How does Cole appear human? And does he have, like, a corporeal body? He's very interesting indeed. Explain more about possession, please.
In my studies, demons either possessed something from this world, or were summoned and bound. They almost never look like something you'd mistake for a person.
Normally you'd be correct. But Cole has willfully manifested in human form without possessing anyone.
What of demons at the breach?
The demons who came through the breach, or through the rifts, weren't possessing anything.
These demons were drawn through against their will, driven mad by this world. But Cole predates the breach. From what we can tell, he has lived here for months, perhaps years. He looks like a young man. For all intents and purposes, he is a young man. It is remarkable.
I'll talk with him.
I should hear what Cole has to say for himself. Where is he now?
If none of us remember him, he could be anywhere.
Or he's right over there. See his big floopy hat? I wish the camera would pan up a little bit. This is kind of an awkward viewpoint.
So many soldiers fought to protect the
Here we go.
pilgrims so they could escape. Choking fear. Can't think from the medicine, but the cuts rack me with every heartbeat. Hot, white pain. Everything burns. I can't. I'm going to... I'm dying. I'm... dead.
That's disconcerting.
Glad to see you're settling in, Cole. Here I was worried you'd have trouble making friends.
Every breath slower. Like lying in a warm bath. Sliding away. Smell of my daughter's hair when I kiss her goodnight. Gone. Cracked brown pain. Dry. Scraping. Thirsty. Here.
Thank you.
It's all right. She won't remember me.
Interesting. So he can feel the emotions and thoughts of those around him. So you're a friendly spirit?
You're using your powers as a spirit to help people.
Yes. I used to think I was a ghost. I didn't know. I made mistakes, but I made friends too. Then a Templar proved I wasn't real. I lost my friends. I lost everything. I learned how to be more like what I am. It made me different, but stronger. I can feel more. I can help.
Stay then and help us.
If you're willing, the Inquisition could use your help.
Yes, helping. I help the hurt. The helpless. There's someone. Hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Someone make it stop hurting. Make her, please. The healers have done all they can. It will take him hours to die. Every moment will be agony. He wants mercy. Help.
Ah, that's a tough decision. I mean, if we know for sure he's not going to make it, then yes, you should end his pain. But do you know for sure? I mean, you're a spirit who can feel feelings, not a doctor who can diagnose. I'm gonna say give him a chance.
You say he won't die for hours yet, but you can't know that for certain.
His body is failing.
He could recover, or the healers could find another way to help him.
How do you know?
I don't, and neither do you. That's part of life.
Try. I want to stay.
Interesting. I think we just taught Cole a little lesson there. Alright. So Cole has joined us, and our codex entry for him has been updated, so I definitely want to go check that out. Inquisitor, if you believe that this Cole truly wishes to help the Inquisition, he can be trusted to do so safely. I'm willing to give him a chance to prove himself. As Solus insists that he is a spirit made manifest in the form of a young man, not a demon possessing an unwilling victim, I concede that he may not be malicious. Nevertheless, Cole's abilities concern me. I would ask Liliana to have him watched, but most of Skyhold seems unable to see this spirit, or remember him, even if informed of his existence. The servants complain of odd occurrences, items mislaid or moved to strange locations, but have thus far been unable to see or remember the person responsible. Such actions appear harmless thus far, but I remain vigilant. Cassandra. Cole appreciates Inquisition helping those who are hurting and in need. So Cole is obviously a very, very interesting character. I've never seen a spirit manifest as a human without possessing someone. His abilities to feel people's pain and such are very interesting. All around an interesting guy, and I'm glad he is joining the Inquisition. I think he's a nice guy. And, yeah, so now we'll catch up with everyone else before we head up to the Skyhold.
Somewhat off color today, Inquisitor? An excess of bile, perhaps?
Excuse me?
Might I bleed you, or offer a herbal tonic?
What do you mean? I think I look totally fine! What are you talking about? Moving on, let's talk to Cullen. I hope he doesn't say I'm looking off.
Send men to scout the area. We need to know what's out there.
Yes, sir.
Commander, soldiers have been assigned temporary quarters.
Very good. I'll need an update on the armory as well. Now! We set up as best we could at Haven, but could never prepare for an archdemon, or whatever it was. With some warning, we might have...
It was a bad situation.
We were all shaken by what happened.
If Corypheus strikes again, we may not be able to withdraw. And I wouldn't want to. We must be ready. Work on Skyhold is underway. Guard rotations established. We should have everything on course within the week. We will not run from here, Inquisitor.
How many did we lose at Haven?
How many were lost?
Most of our people made it to Skyhold. It could have been worse. Morale was low, but it's improved greatly since you accepted the role of Inquisitor.
I'm not used to the title.
Inquisitor Adar. It sounds odd, don't you think?
Not at all.
Is that the official response?
I suppose it is. But it's the truth. We needed a leader. You have proven yourself.
We're starting over again.
If we need to start over, Skyhold seems as good a place as any.
Once repairs are complete, it will be a strong base of operations. I will do everything I can to ensure the security of our people. You have my word.
I believe in you, Cullen. Thank you for all your hard work. You can definitely see the repairs are started. They've got bricks up here, some scaffolding, fixing things up. What does it say? Construction report. Here we go. I'll match best I can, but there are 2 substructures here. Skyhold was built in stages, or rebuilt. Is this where we want to invest? If it's fallen before, how can we be sure it won't fall again? From Jane, Foundation Repair. 2 words, the Inquisitor. Invest and commit. We are as strong as the will of the weakest of us. Cassandra.
I hear you'll be leaving us soon.
And here we've got a nice little barn. This is where Master Dennett has set up.
Find your animal, Inquisition. That breed is temperamental enough.
Are you talking about my quote-unquote unicorn in the back there? How are the horses?
How are your charges? Well supplied?
Surprisingly well. Not many could feed these people, let alone their mounts. Makes me wonder what you're capable of.
Any news?
Heard anything worth noting?
Too busy to hear things, and that's how I like it.
How's your family?
Are your wife and daughter doing well?
Elena's minding the farms. Sienna's still running her full races. Wouldn't be fair to drag them up here. I miss them. But someone has to save the world.
I like you, Dennett. Goodbye.
Farewell.
Make her be with you.
Speaking of my quote-unquote unicorn,
Our mounts have never had better.
let's see what other mounts we have. I feel like I've picked up a few. So we have the Ferelden Forder, and the Taslin Strider, Inquisition Barded Charger. Ooh, that one looks cool. Frostback Mountain Horse, and Arash. Ooh, the Arash is a horse that is used by the Kunari military. Maybe we should use that, seeing as, you know, I'm Kunari. Anyway, that's all the horses we have. We have 1 Dracolisk, a Mountain Dracolisk. We have a Red Heart and a Brazilian Surefoot and a Greater Frostback Elk. We got a ton of different mounts. And then in terms of exotic mounts, we have an Avar War Nug. Wait, a Nug? Aren't they the little, like, piggy, guinea pig type things? Oh, I gotta see this. Oh my god! That is so cool! It's a giant Nug with horns. Okay, that's awesome. That's my new mount. Now let's check in with Blackwall. Doing a little construction project?
This is just... it's something to keep their hands busy.
Fair enough.
Grateful you tracked me down when you did. As exciting as wandering the woodlands was, this is better. It's good to be part of something so important. Something that could change things.
I'm glad you feel that way.
I'm pleased that you feel that way.
Makes me sound like a Chantry sister, doesn't it? Some giddy new initiate. But so be it. I suppose you've earned my loyalty and girlish enthusiasm. You are who you choose to follow. Someone told me that once. Took me years to understand what he meant.
Wise words.
There's wisdom in that.
It was a chevalier who said those words to me. A powerful man, but never without honor. A true knight. We met as competitors in the Grand Tourney. He left me with that advice before we parted. Put aside his own ambitions to help me win the melee. I don't think I even thanked him.
Grand Tourney?
What is this grand tourney?
You've never heard of it? The Grand Tourney of the Free Marches. It's a spectacle. Song, dance, wine, every amusement you can imagine. But the greatest part is the contest of arms. Prove yourself in the Grand Tourney, and you can make your fortune.
So what happened?
How did he help you?
There were 100 men on the field, each one fighting for himself. The knight and I had forged an alliance. It was just the 2 of us, and we took all comers. The goal, down as many opponents as possible. He always let me deliver the final blow.
Why'd he help you?
He must have wanted something from you to help like that.
A pupil, a squire. Someone to teach and to mold. He saw my potential. When it was over, he offered to mentor me. To teach me to become a chevalier like him. And I, young and stupid, turned him down flat. I just won the melee at the Grand Tourney. I didn't need him. I should have gone with him. Perhaps things could have been different.
I mean, it all turned out in the end, I guess.
You're here now. A Grey Warden. It worked out.
I suppose it did, didn't it? But I'm older. Hopefully wiser. And I think I've chosen the right person to walk with.
Oh, good chat. Blackwell's got a great little setup here. His own fire, his own woodworking desk, comfy little barn. I'm jealous of your setup, Blackwell. Alright, we've chatted to everyone down here, so let's head up into the Skyhold now and check in at our war table and with all of our other advisors. Hi, who are you?
You get a title, I get the boot. I see how it is. I mean, thanks for my life. Pleased to serve.
I have no idea who that is or why he's so angry, so... Bye! Anyway, ooh, looks like the repairs are going well in here. Check it out.
A whole bag of turnips into the fire.
Well,
making
that's
a ton
unfortunate.
I was going to use them for dinner and then...
There must be a disgusting turnip smell, but there's less holes in the ceiling. We've got some scaffolding. There's lighting. Fires lit. Little tables. This is great. Hi, Gatsy. Who are you?
Honored Inquisitor. Gatsy Sturholm. Did my part on the walls.
Oh, thank you for helping in the
strange
repairs.
Collection you've brought us. Don't know its worth to the fight exactly, but it's good workmanship.
What are these tiles?
Any ideas about the origins of these reliefs?
To Vinter, early. It's in the tool marks, the grain. That's hard dust mined from the 100 Pillars, if I know anything. Oh, I suppose the scene is probably full of Tevinter robes, too.
The 100 Pillars?
Damnedest things. Massive spires that aren't stone. It's like a mortar. Don't know more than that. Strong, though.
Oh, so he's taking a look at the mosaic pieces that I've been collecting, I think. Can you interpret their meaning?
Do you have insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Tell you what. You finish one, and I'll write it up. Who better, right? A good dwarven perspective.
Fair enough. Alright.
Another time.
Best of the vein, Inquisitor.
Thanks for your help on the walls. Good luck investigating the tiles, and I'm going to check in with my other dwarf, Eric. Fighting a losing battle?
Battling the demons of paperwork? That's a fight nobody walks away from clean.
You have no idea the number of times I've almost been killed by bills of lading. I've been meaning to come talk to you anyhow. I never officially joined the Inquisition. I don't know how to do this disciplehood thing. I'm a businessman. Never really followed a chosen one before.
I mean, you kind of followed Hawk, who was, like, arguably kind of a chosen one. But look, just be my friend. That's all I care about.
I don't need a disciple. I need a friend.
If you knew how intimidating you are, you wouldn't make it sound so simple.
I am pretty tall.
You just don't know
you
what
know,
you
the horns don't help with the intimidation factor.
The Herald of Andraste is a symbol bigger than any of us.
What am I to you?
What am I to you, then?
None of this shit makes any sense to me. Is this the end of the world? Did Andraste send you through the breach? I have no idea.
Me and you
You
both,
heard
brother.
the crowd singing after Haven was attacked?
Please don't sing.
Please tell me you're not going to burst into song now.
Don't worry, I'm not that cruel. I should probably get back to work. Unless, you up for a game of Wicked Grace?
What's that? Oh, I guess we'll never find out because it just faded to black. Here I thought we were going to get our own Gwent-style minigame, but alas, we'll never find out what Wicked Grace is. Thanks for the chat, Varric. Oh, Solus, whoa! You have got your chambers coming along. Did you paint these murals? By yourself? Holy moly, this looks great!
Inquisitor,
Can I ask you about... No, I can't even ask you about the murals. Can you just tell me more about you?
I'm interested in what you told me of yourself and your studies. If you have time, I'd like to hear more.
You continue to surprise me. All right, let us talk. Preferably somewhere more interesting than this.
Oh, change of scenery. Alright. Oh, geez. When he said change of scenery, he meant change of scenery. We're all the way back at Haven?
Why here?
Haven is familiar. It will always be important to you.
We talked about that already.
The dungeons, yeah, so scenic.
I sat beside you while you slept, studying the anchor.
That must have been quick.
How long can it take to look at a mark on my hand?
A magical mark of unknown origin? Tied to a unique breach in the veil? Longer than you might think. I ran every test I could imagine. Searched the Fade, yet found nothing. Cassandra suspected duplicity. She threatened to have me executed as an apostate if I didn't produce results.
Of course she did.
Cassandra's like that with everyone.
Yes. You were never going to wake up? How could you? A mortal sent physically through the Fade. I was frustrated, frightened. The spirits I might have consulted had been driven away by the breach. Although I wished to help, I had no faith in Cassandra, or she in me. I was ready to flee.
Where to?
The breach threatened the whole world. Where did you plan to go?
Someplace far away, where I might research a way to repair the breach before its effects reached me. I never said it was a good plan. I told myself, one more attempt to seal the rifts. I tried and failed. No ordinary magic would affect them. I watched the rifts expand and grow, resigned myself to flee, and then... It seems you hold the key to our salvation. You had sealed it with a gesture. And right then, I felt the whole world change.
I'll say I'm glad you stayed.
For all our sakes, I'm pleased that you stuck around.
As am I. You have fractured rules of man and nature, and you will shatter more before you are done. Visiting me here, even as a mage, it should not have been so easy for you.
What do you mean?
Where do you think we were?
This isn't real.
Oh, that makes way more
That's a matter of
sense.
debate.
In my mind, I was like,
Probably
how
best
is Haven
discussed
still
after
here?
you
I thought it was buried by an avalanche. Oh, spooky. We were having a dream conversation. Alright then. This actually must be my room. I've never even been in here before. So we can thank Solus for waking me up in here. Got a very nice mural up on the walls. Fancy bed. Oh, this place is nice. What else do we got? Casks of wine or beer? Nice, nice. Lit fireplace. Ooh, and a note. For recipes. Okay. Wow, look at this view. Oh, I definitely got the best room in the place, didn't I? Very, very nice.
No expense.
That's what I was thinking. Do we even have rooftop access? Let's see. Oh, this just brings me up onto this little, like, balcony area right here. Cool. See, we're up here painting the mural. Whee! There's a wardrobe here. Can I change my clothes? Casual wear. Ah, cool. Austerity is the one we're wearing now. Beige. Purity or vivacity? Let's see what purity looks like. Ooh, I like this one better, actually. Nice, alright. What are our other options? Formal wear. The Winter Palace? The Coastal Fortress? The Callanhad Sunset? And the Midnight Tower. I'm gonna pick the Coastal Fortress. Oh my goodness, we can choose so many different things. For outerwear, venture forth. Venture Capital, Night's Watch, Day's Vigil. Oh my god, so many options. Okay, from the drawings, I'm gonna go with Day's Vigil. I can always switch things up later. And then armor. Immortal? Or Eternal? Oh, all of these are armors I can wear now. Okay, I misunderstood. I thought they were for different situations. So these are all different outfits that we can wear right now. I got you. Well, let's try them all on, shall we? And see which one we like best. So I tried them all on, but I think I'm still gonna stick with the casual wear. The other ones seem just a bit too fancy, and I don't feel secure enough in my position yet to be too fancy. So we just changed up our outfit. Now we're wearing the white shirt, gray pants. Looking flashy and ready to go chat to some more of our companions. And here we have Josephine. Hello, hello.
Inquisitor, I was just inspecting our new headquarters. Foundation cracks, nesting animals, and miles from any centers of civilization. The staff must make it presentable if we're to receive any visitors of distinction.
I mean, yeah, there's nothing wrong with keeping up appearances and repairing some of the issues with the place.
It certainly wouldn't do for the Inquisition to appear overly shabby.
We've only just now convinced everyone we are precisely what Thedas requires. The mages are showing great trust in you. They need to feel safe here.
And you don't?
Do you not feel safe here?
I've had difficulty forgetting Corypheus' attack on Haven. Do you know who first leapt to arms? Our workers. They were so proud of our cause. Corypheus simply cut them down. So much screaming after that first blast of fire. So many people turned to ash.
Well, we'll have our revenge.
Corypheus will pay when I face him again.
I dearly hope that happens soon. Well, before I return to my duties, allow me to congratulate you on your appointment as Inquisitor, my lady. I will now bring diplomatic issues to your attention, and I'm more than happy to help with any situations that arise.
Sounds good. Ooh, we can have a little flirtatious moment here. How about going for a little stroll?
I'm loath to part from such pleasant company. Would you care to walk the castle with me?
Oh, well, a tour then? Let me fetch the steward.
That isn't precisely what I was hoping for.
Well, do let me know if you change your mind. Now I must find someone to prepare the guest quarters.
Okay, so she was not picking up what I was putting down at all. Womp womp. Heading upstairs. Whoa, there's a lot of ravens. Also a lot of people to chat to. Oh, here's Fiona. I've been meaning to talk to her ever since we recruited the mages. I'm finally glad I'm getting the chance to.
Greetings, Inquisitor. That is your title now, yes?
Uh-huh.
I should thank you. The way things ended in Redcliffe, you could have demanded anything you wished. Yet you chose to make us equal partners. I was not expecting that.
I mean, mages are useful.
Having you here willingly can only make us stronger.
Fair enough. I've been a Grey Warden, Grand Enchanter, leader of a rebellion, and now I am none of those things. Odd where fate takes you, as you're no doubt well aware.
You were a Grey Warden?
You were once a Grey Warden?
Mine is an unusual circumstance, Inquisitor. Normally one is part of the Order until death. But long ago I found myself stripped of what made me a Warden. They tried to reinitiate me, but nothing worked. Nor could they figure out how it happened. So I was sent to the Circle of Magi, the first Warden ever to be kicked out. Quite the achievement.
It didn't bother you?
You sound happy about it.
Becoming a Warden seemed like a dream when I was first conscripted. Towards the end, however, my brothers and sisters, they felt I had somehow cheated death. I was glad to leave. It also made me unique in the Circle. I had an opportunity to do more than I ever could as a Warden.
You started the rebellion.
You mean you began the Mage Rebellion?
I pushed for our vote to free the circles of Magi, but I cannot claim sole responsibility for what followed. Still, despite all the chaos, I would do it again. What happened had to happen.
I'm glad you're so, optimistic about everything. Do you still lead the mages?
You're not still the Grand Enchanter, then?
Any claim I had to the title ended along with the circles of Magi.
Fair.
Although some still call me by it. Perhaps the circles will one day be resurrected. If so, another will take the position. Until that time, I lead my fellow mages by default. I will do what I can for them.
You think the circles will return?
You believe they'll recreate the Circle of Magi after all this?
It depends on who the next divine is, and what she offers. We can't go back to the way things were. But endless warfare benefits no one. That is why I agreed to Justinia's conclave. There must be another solution.
That's exactly what I'm thinking and hoping. But anyway, how did Alexius take control?
I've been meaning to ask, how exactly did the Venatori take control in Redcliffe?
Mages constantly found their way to us while we were there. Stragglers, most of them strangers. I had no way of knowing some were actually Tevinter. They spread whispers, encouraged talk of an alliance, and we were desperate. I'm not proud of our choice, but we were certain Templars were coming. It could have ended far worse.
I mean, I don't know if I exactly accept that. I thought he had, like, put you under some sort of mind control spell, but to say that you and the mages collectively sold yourself basically into slavery to Tevinter because you were that scared of the Templars? I don't know. That's an iffy explanation for me, Fiona. Everything is well?
I trust everything is well with the mages?
We're mostly relieved. An alliance with the Inquisition offers security, although who knows for how long.
Alright, carry on.
I'll leave you to it.
Before you go, Inquisitor, a question. In Redcliffe, after we left, did you perhaps speak with King Alistair? Considering who you are?
He wasn't in the mood to talk.
It's just that I knew his father, Marek, back when I was a warden.
I could introduce you.
You want me to smooth things over with him? Introduce you?
No. It's too late for that. I only wanted to know if he was happy. His father had such hopes for him. Don't mind me, Inquisitor. The concerns of an old woman. Nothing more.
Interesting. As we know, Fiona, I think, is Alistair's mother. Her and Merrick had a little rendezvous during her time as a Grey Warden, so that's what she's asking about Alistair, I suppose. And here is our favorite Tevinter himself, Dorian.
Brilliant, isn't it? One moment you're trying to restore order in a world gone mad. That should be enough for anyone to handle, yes? Then, out of nowhere, an archdemon appears and kicks you in the head. What? You thought this would be easy? No, I was just hoping you wouldn't crush our village like an anthill. Sorry about that. Archdemons like to crush, you know. Can't be helped. Am I speaking too quickly for you?
Not at all.
You don't need to worry about me. I can keep up.
Yes, I noticed that.
Did you now?
Certainly. If you were a slack-jawed yokel, you'd already be dead. I always assumed the Elder One behind the Venatori was a Magister. But this is something else completely. In Tevinter, they say the Chantry's tales of Magisters starting the Blight are just that. Tales. But here we are. One of those very Magisters. A dark spawn.
I think a lot of people's faith is being shaken by all these things that are happening. So they say that our Chantry is lying?
Who does the Imperium say started the Blight?
You know how it is. Not us. They say Darkspawn were always there. Magisters and the Blight aren't even related. Is that a surprise? No one wants to admit they shit the bed.
Touche.
Riphius is one of the Magisters who entered the Black City, and he's Darkspawn. What other explanation is there?
Sounds like you were deceived.
Clearly the Imperium has no idea.
The Imperium is a land of lies built upon secrets, built upon falsehoods. I knew what I was taught couldn't be the whole truth, but I assumed there had to be a kernel of it, somewhere. But no, it was us all along. We destroyed the world.
You're not responsible.
You didn't do anything. Those men did, 1,000 years ago.
True, except that one of them is up and walking around right now. Not to mention I have idiot countrymen who would happily follow him down that path again. No one will thank me, whatever happens. No one will thank you either. You know that, yes?
I don't need their thanks.
That's not why I'm doing this.
I knew there was something clever about you. All I know is this. Corypheus needs to be stopped. Men like him ruined my homeland. I won't stand by and let him ruin the world.
Ah, Dorian, you're one of the good ones.
Oh, and congratulations on that whole leading the Inquisition thing, by the way.
Thanks. From what we've seen of Tevinter in the games, you know, none of it has been very good. It's usually slavers or evil magisters, but meeting Dorian gives me sort of a glimmer of hope that maybe not everybody in Tevinter is bad. It's really nice, actually. Let's see who else is here to chat. Elisma? I don't know who that is. Hi.
Greetings to you, Inquisitor. I am to serve as assistant to any research concerns.
Okay.
You'll find my skills are exceptional. I hope they prove useful.
You replace Minave?
You are taking over the duties of Minave?
Yes. She said she was needed elsewhere and that I should serve the Inquisition to the best of my ability.
What is she doing?
I wasn't told.
Are you a tranquil? I see the mark on her forehead there.
You were made tranquil?
Yes, I am tranquil. It was necessary due to a willful nature that made wielding magic a dangerous endeavor. I remember that being a difficult time, but I cannot remember why. My skills are well used in my current position.
How are your duties going?
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
Adequate, based on the partial improvements to Skyhold.
Alright, well, hopefully we can continue the improvements. Goodbye.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Aha, coming up to the very top. Down there was more like a library. But up here explains all of the cawing that we heard. There appears to be some ravens. I think this is Liliana's little hideout.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
What was that about?
The names of those we lost. You must blame me for this.
What? I blame Corypheus.
We all saw who attacked us. We know exactly who to blame.
I keep wondering if I could have done something different. When the first of my lookouts went missing, I pulled the rest back, awaiting more information. If they'd stayed in the field, they could have bought us more time. I was afraid to lose my agents. And instead, we lost Haven.
Or we could have just lost both. I mean, I don't know how much they could have even done.
More likely, they would have stayed out there, died, and we would have lost Haven anyway.
Yeah.
You don't know that. Their lives could have bought Haven a small chance. My people know their duty. They know the risks. They understand that the Inquisition may call upon them to give their lives.
Our men are not disposable.
Our people aren't tools to be used and discarded. Your instincts were right. Their lives matter.
Can we afford such sentimentality? What if Corypheus...
We are better than Corypheus.
Guess we'll give Liliana a chance to mull over that conversation, and in the meantime, we'll read her mail. On the condition of your charges. Dear Liliana, you'll be happy to learn that your friends are doing well. Schmooples II is still unhappy about his meal plan and tries to get into the pantry. I had to have a bolt installed, and now he whines constantly. The two little ones are still a handful, but good news, I've managed to discourage Boulette from relieving herself on the silk rug Justinia gave you. Felicienne, from 2 doors over, has been visiting almost every day to play with the Nugs. She is quite delightful, and Schmooples II is fond of her. I suspect it is because she brings him sweets from her father's shop. I had to ask her governess to keep her from visiting the house, however, as someone tried to infiltrate it 2 nights ago. An agent of one of the Blanchards, hoping to uncover some of the Nightingale's secrets. I neutralized and interrogated him. His ability to withstand questioning was deplorable. Someone needs to talk to the Blanchards about their spies. All I had to do was put Schmoobles II in his face and tell him that I hadn't fed the creature that day. Your pet played his part admirably. I received your orders and will depart for Ferelden as soon as possible. I've arranged for Garter to take over nug keeping from Sparrow. Hang on. Does Liliana have a secret breeding of nugs? Schmoobles II? That's amazing. Wow. That makes me very happy to learn that Liliana has secret nugs that she breeds and names Schmoobles. Here we have, wow, a fancy little shrine area a little bit. Oh, I think Vivian has taken over the top of the Great Hall as her little bedroom. I mean, get it, girl, but isn't it weird? You could be in bed and everyone's down there? Anyway, whatever. Hi! Oh, here they are, moving all of her things in.
Vivian. My dear Inquisitor, whatever can I do for you?
Why are there movers here?
Why did I find movers changing all my furniture?
I'm sure I don't know, darling. Perhaps your old furniture was full of lice and fleas.
What's going on here?
What exactly is this all about, Vivian?
I'll speak slowly for you, my dear. I know it's hard to follow. Setting malcontents loose among the population with no safeguards to stop them should they turn into abominations. Very wise. I rearranged some furniture. Lives are not thrown into jeopardy by this. Perhaps a little perspective is wanted here.
Okay. Oh, why are you trying to annoy me?
What are you playing at? What was the point of this little prank?
I merely wanted to see what you'd do. You are the current leader of the Inquisition. It's good to know your limits. And now I do. Be a dear and run along now, Inquisitor. I have so much to attend to.
Great. When I first met Vivienne, I was very interested. She seemed like a very badass, powerful mage. But she seems a little, like, self-absorbed, holier-than-thou vibes is what I'm getting. I don't know. Maybe she'll grow on me a little bit more, but she's kind of rubbing me the wrong way a little bit in some of the things she says. Does she have anything else to say?
Whatever is the matter this time, dear?
No, nothing right now. Here, though. Instruction report for surfacing. Paint, plaster, tile, plaster, stone. Previous occupants have redressed over and over. Most are solid, some I would strip down to the stone. The strength of this place is the foundation. Are we here for the long term, or is the Inquisition temporary? From Amsel in Masonry. Do it right. The Inquisition is only temporary if we fail, and we're not failing the Inquisitor. From Sir Morris, Quartermaster. So it seems from that report that the Skyhold has had many occupants over the years, and they've just kind of done patch jobs to make it their own. So hopefully they can do some good work and make it good for us. Speaking of, I think I can sit on my fancy pointed throne right now. And I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll find out.
Impressive, is it not? Fit for a leader, meant to show influence and the burden of it. It is where the Inquisition will sit in judgment. Where you will sit in judgment.
Who will I judge?
Who will I be judging, exactly?
Those who have done wrong. You will know of them, at the very least. All this presumes they have survived their initial encounter with you, of course.
A grim responsibility. No, I'll say we'll execute people here?
Will we be taking heads right here in the hall?
Goodness, no! If such an option is available, it will be done elsewhere. And it may not be necessary. The Inquisition's sovereignty is derived from the allies who validate it. You are both empowered and bound. Justice has many tools. If their application is clever, execution may even seem merciful by comparison.
I like how you think. Alright, do we have anybody we can judge now? Let us begin.
Is there anyone I should judge?
Take the throne when you're ready. We will bring him before you.
Well, now I'm interested. Alright. Sitting my butt on this throne.
This was a surprise. After you return from the bogs, we discovered this man attacking the building.
What?
With a goat.
Oh my god!
Movran the Undead.
He was tossing goats at the building?
Of his Avar tribesmen, who repeatedly attacked you first. What should we do with him? Where should he go?
I mean, why are you throwing goats at my walls?
You answer the death of your clan with a goat?
A courtroom? Unnecessary. You killed my idiot son, and I answered, as is my custom, by smacking your holdings with goat's blood.
Oh, I was unaware of your custom.
Don't look at me.
No foul. You meant to murder Tevinters, but got feisty with your Inquisition. A red-headed mother guarantees a brat. Do as you've earned, Inquisitor. My clan yields. My remaining boys have brains still in their heads.
So wait, if all you're going to do was throw goats, then that's fine, I guess. You threw your goats. Let's just leave my lands, please.
I don't have time for idiots. Let's get this over with. Chief Movran, crimes, etc. You and your people just get out.
Push us out. You've earned it. Have fun with whoever we push back.
Okay, so that's dealt with. No more goats hitting my castle. Those people no longer in my lands. God, being judge and jury is exhausting. Looks like we actually might have someone else to judge as well. May as well do them all since we're here by the throne. Who else do we got? Bring him in.
Gideon Alexius of the Winter. Ferelden has given him to us as an acknowledgement.
Oh, Alexius.
The formal charges are apostasy, attempted enslavement, and attempted assassination on your own knife, no less.
Yeah, crime's a bit more serious than
the
goat
Winter has
throwing.
disowned and stripped him of his rank. You may judge the former magister as you see fit.
These are grave charges.
And I remember what would have happened to Thedas if his treachery had succeeded.
I couldn't save my son. Do you think my fate matters to me?
Will you offer nothing more in your defense?
You've won nothing. The people you saved, the acclaim you've gathered. You'll lose it all in the storm to come. Render your judgment, Inquisitor.
Well then, he didn't really have much to say in his defense. What are our options? Researching magic, serving Redcliffe's mages. No, we definitely not. Imprison him just like forever. That would probably be. Gosh, what is the right? I mean, he's clearly completely evil, powerful, and able to manipulate people. He was literally in service to our ultimate enemy and tried to end the world. While we could probably use him, maybe it's just easier if we just execute him.
You served a monster, Alexius. There's nothing more to be said. You'll die now by my hand. Again.
What do you mean? Again? Inquisitor! Did the spell work?
I didn't realize that he didn't realize that his time travel spell had worked. Well, he found out at the end, I guess. Off with his head! Alright. It's another judgment rendered. Alright, now that we've chatted to the majority of our pals, we've still got some more people to check in with, but before we do that, I'm ready to summon our War Council. Alright, so, what have you been up to while I've been gone? Have you finished any of your missions? Let's see.
How are the rescue efforts? Have they found anyone alive?
Excavation is slow, as you can imagine.
Man, there are a lot of quests on this map. Alright, first, Cullen conscripted some recruits for the Inquisition. Perfect. Next, we helped Dorian. Dorian's leads were effective. The Inquisition found several locations where these Venatori could be hiding. Advanced camps, purpose unknown. If you wish to deal with these mages, I'm certain Dorian would be pleased. I'll mark the locations on your map should you pass by any in your travels. Perfecto. We've also did the memorial for Haven. Please assure the Inquisitor of my deepest regards. Work on the memorial proceeded without incident, and it was unveiled to a crowd of almost 1,000. May it stand forever as a testament to the tenacity of the faith in times of great trial. That's awesome. Glad that we managed to do that. Hard in Hightown 3, Varric's Revenge was another one that we got Josephine to look into. My dear Josephine, I have looked into the matter of your writer. That book, by the way, is truly dreadful and has been panned by every critic in Antiva. The publisher does not know the identity of the writer. They have received manuscripts by courier. I was able to track down the courier, however, who is receiving her packages from another courier out of Kirkwall. Man, whoever is plagiarizing Varric has quite the network to do so. Okay, so we need to scout... Ah, over here. Investigate the western approach over on the Orlais side of the map. Commander Cullen, our scouts confirm the Inquisitor's report. A large force of Grey Wardens has moved into the western approach. We need to establish a foothold out there immediately. From Knight Captain Rylan. And we will get Cullen to deploy troops to secure a position there in the western approach. Alright, our scouts confirm the Inquisitors... Oh, yep, we already read that. Perfect. And our new area is unlocked. So, when we pick up on our next episode, everybody, we can head to the western approach and follow up on the lead that Hawkswarden friend gave us. See what the Grey Wardens are up to out there. I want to thank everyone so much for watching today. As always, I truly appreciate you guys. And hopefully I'll see you guys back here again real soon for another episode.